So welcome back to my channel. This is Gamer Dom, and yeah, I finally unlocked it and bought it. This is the Type 5 Heavy, the Japanese Tier 10 heavy tank. Obese tank. It's not just heavy, it's friggin' enormous. Of course I've got the 150mm derp cannon on it, because that is a unicum annoyance factor par excellence, and when you're at Tier 10 you're going to be facing those kind of boys. Now, this was one of my very first games in this tank. I only just unlocked it just at the Gamescom weekend when I got 15% off buying it, which was nice because it's a bloody expensive thing to buy a Tier 10. 6.5 million or something like that, so saving 15% was really nice. However, I couldn't afford to equip it with all the necessary equipment. I aimed to have a gun rammer, vertical stabilizers, and what's the name? Spool liner, super heavy spool liner, but I can't afford it. So on this game, I think all I had was the rammer, because you need that, and a repair kit, toolkit, because I just happen to have that in the garage. It's not 100%. Well, the crew is 100%, but not with any skill yet, because I don't play Tier 10s that often, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to leave my good crew in the Type 4 Heavy, which I love, and I'm going to carry on playing and keeping. And I was having a few ping issues in this when I was playing these games. You can see it's quite high, it's around 50-60, which is a lot for me. At points it was hitting 200 and 300. I think there's something wrong with one of the sockets I'm using. Anyway, I sorted it out in the end, but for this game it was pretty bad. But this was one of my very first games, so as I say, I wasn't fully equipped. Only got the rammer and a tool kit, 100% crew, but with about 70% brothers in arms, so that doesn't count. So I've come. This is Siegfried Line Tier 10 game, obviously full Tier 10 matchup, and I've come to the corner here, and just those guys there are just wasting their time, frankly. The Panzer 7 has chosen to fire HE, which at least does a little bit of damage to me, but really, you know, gonna do very little to me. Hello, there's a Uniscum there. T62 may have one of the hardest turrets in the game, but when you fire, ow, when you fire HE at it, it tends to not really have much effect. Now he just replied with heat, and there's a Type 5 Heavy out there who fired premium HE at me. The IS-4 finally decided to change to premium shots. I got splashed by Type 5, been hit by heat, so that position has become a little bit untenable. Luckily I have a large repair kit, so I'm able to fix my gun, my ammo rack and my tracks all in one go. And I'm kind of loath to leave this corner completely exposed, but clearly I can't side scrape against that lot because they're firing premiums and HE. Missed him that time, unfortunately. Object 140. Done 2,157 damage, blocked 3,160 apparently. It's still very tight though, so I don't want to waste my life here. Waste my life playing video games. No, waste my life taking those kind of exchanges, because it's too tight for that. Managed to get a splash hit really on the IS-4. I'm getting a bit of a shake here this isn't on the replay. Well, this is on the replay. It's what happened in the game. I was having some real ping issues. There are some tanks you can cope with that kind of scenario. Oh, nice, 400 on that Panzer 7, Panzer Kampfwagen 7, the new tier. I say new tier, a couple of patches ago. New tier 10 German heavy tank. So I've done 2,600 damage now. My repair kit's repaired, which is good, so I'm ready to go. I'm going to see what that TVP sees, because he's flying up the middle there. Okay, that Panzer Kampfwagen 7 was paying attention, only did 140, but it's a death of 1,000 cuts. Oh, hello. So I'm going to run across. Oh, hello. Yeah, thank you very much. That's 407 into the Object 140. That'll give him a bad day. he'll be bitching to Wargaming about how untalented little gits like me, toe rags like me, can fire HE at. How dare they at these fantastic stat warriors who have all skill firing heat rounds the whole time. Anyway, missed that shell. That was a bit of a wasted one. He was just poking to draw my shot and it worked. Mind you, I blocked. He missed his return shot. Looks like he's still sitting out there, but I'm not going to. Well, yeah, bounced his shell. Either he's out of HE or he's just forgotten that he's got no chance of penning me when I'm side scraping like this. It's a tight game. 3 plays 4. I think I've done my bit. I've held a flank, this passageway against quite a lot of enemy tanks. It looks like that Type 5 Heavy's pushing up the other way, and our team's going to have trouble with him because as they're finding against me, penning Type 5 Heavy frontally is really tough. Oh, I wanted to push forward there and missed the opportunity to get that shot on the IS-3. IS-4 took a snapshot, which is never going to work. The pattern goes down. I've come out, I've changed angles a bit here. I was going to see whether I could get a poke round on the excuse me, on the Type 5, but I couldn't. I could have a shot there, but chances of it hitting are very, very slim. So we're going to hold off. Trouble is, when you've got a 16+ second reload, you don't want to waste the shell. There's that object 140 flying across the middle again. Don't think I would ever have had a shot even in the old position. I've loaded a premium HE shell. He's out of my view range. Oh, he isn't. Ah, and that was a complete and utter waste of a shell. And a bloody expensive shell. The premium HE shells cost a fortune on this Type 5 Heavy. That was just monumentally stupid to do. However, I've seen there's a wagon 103B who's coming up bullying our Leopard, and I can't have that, so I'm going to go and bully him back. He thinks he's immune to the Leopard shell, but he isn't immune to 150mm HE shell. Boom cha, 413 hit. Leopard sadly dies. That Stumpwagon's in the... Is he pulling back? He's not pulling back. Well, that's brave of him. Brave or stupid, I'm not sure which. So we'll put another big shell into him. 487 don't think I penetrated. Could well have penetrated. Actually no, because it would be about 700 if it was, or 1,000 if it penetrated. Would have one-shotted him. He's still there. He bounces his shot, and that's good night, Vienna. You bounce, well, if you miss, you die. It's basically the scenario there. So 6 plays 9. So we're winning this game. We've turned it around. There's still quite a lot of enemy heavies in the game. It's a type an E5 sat out in the field there. I don't know what he's doing out there, but yeah, wasted a very, very good piece of armour. So I'm going to pull back through the middle. I don't want to push down that balcony just there, or balustrade there, because the Object 140 and the E5 could probably hit me from there. See another twitch there of the lag. I was having terrible lag. Oh, hello, there's our friend in the Panzerkampfwagen 7. I take a shot from him, which was unfortunate, but did land a good one on him too. See my turret twitching. Trying to get a shot under these arches, but I'm not sure I'm going to. No, not quite, and it won't let me side scrape enough there. Can I get a shell on him? No, he's not gonna. He's got people coming in the other side, and they've just ammo-racked him, killed him. So that's that. Just 2 enemy tanks left. That E5 over there. Sheridan's screaming for help. I shall try and do what I can, but reality is I'm very, very slow. Our Type 5 Heavy's been taken down by the Object 140. Can we get a shell? No, there's just no way, even when I've aimed in. Oh, he sat there. Very nice of him to sat there. He really was a donkey, that E5. And he's down. Good. So we even get tracking damage for that, because we hit him and tracked him with that shell. Done nearly 5,000 damage, blocked nearly 5,000 as well, so there's a certain symmetry there. And bear in mind, as I say, this is not a fully researched, not fully, of course it's fully researched as a tier 10, but it's not a fully equipped tank. It's not got the best crew in the world, and yet it's still pretty effective in an all 10 matchup. That's how much fun the Type 5 is. I am so going to enjoy this. I don't enjoy tier 10 games very much, but this thing, I'm going to. GG. Good game. So there you go, that was a first class. I got Hand of God, Bruiser, Shellproof, Fire for Effect, and of course Steel Wall. Finished up top of the team on base XP, nearly 5,000 damage, just 3 short of 5,000 damage, 1 kill, 1149 base XP, fired 17 shots, hit with 12 and did damage on all 12 and a bit of splash damage twice. For that 5,000 damage, we took 19 hits in total, 7 of which penned us, 12 bounced for blocking 5,000 basically. But that was largely down to those heavy tanks continuing to fire AP at me, even though I was side scraping, and they were just getting bounce. But hey, stupids will what stupids do. 69,000 credits, near enough. Did fire some premium, which are and the normal shells are very expensive on this thing. So 13,300 profit. Not bad though for a tier 10 game, and firing a little bit of premium to make a profit. I'm quite happy with that. And I was running personal reserves to try and get the crew up a bit quicker. So 5,172 experience with the ×2 and with that bonus. So, oh, the derp. Who needs skill? Just load the derp. So you can never have too much derp action in my view, and this is a subscriber game that DG69 sent me, of him platooned up with Shoot and Scoot, yeah I'm afraid it's him again, in the tier 9 super obese Japanese heavy tank with type 4 heavy. Love this tank, and this sort of matchup is brilliant for it. It's a tier 10 game, but there's a lot of tier 8s. Obviously it's a 3-5-7 game, so it means there's an awful lot of tanks that you can smack hard with this 150mm. Now DG sent this because I know for a fact that Shoot is not enjoying playing this tank. He unlocked it and he's moaned like a bitch ever since about how poor it is and how he can't handle it and he doesn't like it. He just hasn't embraced the derp. And DG said, well, this shows him how to embrace the derp. So he'd taken him out under his wing, so to speak, to say, you know, this is how you play it. So you can see Shoot is following him very tightly up the booty. They're heading, this is obviously, sorry, don't know what happened there, the recording dropped for a minute. So we're on El Haloof. As I said, it's a tier 10 game, and the enemy team statistically have a far better team than us. But we've got lots of big, thick, heavy tanks. Look at that. E100s, Type 5 heavies, Type 4 heavies, Jag Tigers. Whoa, just awesome. Steel, steel, steel. And the enemy have Backchat 25 tons. Centurion, I mean the matchmaking is screwy. I mean look at it, I thought they were changing this so that you wouldn't get one side with all the heavies and the other side with none. But the enemy team have one heavy tank, that's a defender, that is it. So good job Wargaming, so much for the changes. So DG's heading up here following, ooh, doesn't want to block that E100 but tried to avoid him, but then trying to get in and have a little poke. Ooh. Is that Victoria going to come down? There's a Jag Tiger there. Aimed in. Oh, and the shell just drops like a stone. Oh, there's here the whiz there of premium round. You can always tell when somebody's firing premium. Team is 1-4 down already. The other flank has been pretty much overrun by all those enemy mediums. That was inevitable, I'm afraid. But really, you know, somebody's moaning already about, you know, basically nobody went that way. But it was kind of inevitable. It's not really the place for heavy tanks to be. They can get surrounded and eaten over there. Whereas this flank, they've got a chance. They can use their armour. So it was kind of inevitable that that would happen. And really, what if they'd been clever, if it'd been a Clan Wars type game or a Strongholds game, probably the team would have pushed forward and left all their TDs in defensive positions ready to defend against the inevitable counterattack down the other flank. But of course this is a public game and people do what they want to do irrespective of what's right and wrong. So nice shot from DG into that Victoria, Primo Victoria. Shoot's gone balls deep. He's just decided, screw it, I'm going for it. Trust his armour, but he's been eaten. He puts a nice shell in the Centurion. DG's loaded a premium HE shell, which gives basically extra damage. Type 5 heavy is, well, did the Type 5 ram him? I think. Oh no, that was shoot rammed him. Good, 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 good. Takes down the Centurion. It's 2 plays 6. Shoot's being eaten. Type 5's being artilleried. all goodness and light. So this game is not looking good. DG is trying to deal with this Swedish premium. Puts a lovely premium shell into him. But only 230 damage, which is a real shame. Or no, hang on, he did 500. That was 230 that the Swedish tank did on him. Takes another shot from the artillery. He's obviously using a spore liner because very little damage caused. 120 damage caused. Did get stunned though. Just trying to get... okay, there goes the Prima Victoria, which is good. So now they've got a little bit of breathing space. Not much, because their team is being spanked. 3 plays 7. Shoots down to 400 health. DG at least is on a lot of health. He's still got over 1,000 health. The two of them are going to work together to try and take the defender apart. Nice shell right under the lower plate. Trouble is, Shoot's now going to take the shell back. Oh no, he got tracked instead. So they know that the defender's fired. So his load time is very, very slow. Much like these boys. Ah, there's a Jag Tiger sitting back there. Okay. Jag Tiger is a one shot if we can get it on it. That was the right call. Took the shell from the defender in exchange for killing the Jag Tiger. So now the defender is alone and they can concentrate on him. Now DG's got hit points, so he's going to go in and take another shell. There we go, another premium shell. Didn't do any damage though, just tracked him. He repaired immediately and oof, bit of revangy on that defender. 400 damage. Shoot wasn't able to react as quickly and push forward and actually took an artillery shell which was probably aimed at DG for his troubles. Puts a shell, that was is that the E100? Just hit the, don't know who hit the defender, but whoever it was just took a bit more health off him. And this is, you know, you just got to get in there now. You've got to finish this guy off before he can get away. Defender is fairly mobile for a heavy tank, but he's got to climb up a slope there. Oof, but we take an RT shell. Okay, so plan B. Plan B. I think I would have carried on round there because I know the Batchat artillery would probably get another shell away, but you would probably be under the lay of the rocks there. But the team's pulled it back round. It's 9 plays 10. Who'd have thunk it? It was looking very, very dodgy. So it looks like DG is going back towards that, where that defender is being spotted by somebody. Who spotted him? That must be proxy spotted. So it means the defender must be on the other side. He gets tracked again by the artillery. Yep, there's the defender. Oof. Oof. Defender has got past him. That's not good. Right, they've got to turn around and come back. Oh dear. There's a Udez in front of them. Well, he's up on the hill there, so... And they're a bit faffy here. E100 is blaming them for everything, of course. I think in some justification, I think the guys were kind of unsure what to do at that point. I think they were worried about the FV4202 and where he was going to pop up, and actually they needed to get over and support this E100 as quickly as possible. And the reality is the UDES is unlikely to come round this corner just yet. It's going to wait in its TD position until it knows that there's no other alternative, or there's a lot of free damage to be picked up. Enemy artillery still in play, of course. Oh, there's our friend in the FV. There's the artillery. He's just using. It's good play by their FVs. They're using their artillery to good effect. Spotting, pulling back. Spotting, pulling back. Which is what you have to do. They're tier 8 tanks, so they're up against tier 10s here and tier 9s. So they're using the advantages they've got, which is basically view range. Oh, hello. No one's made a mistake. Oh, but DG misses him. Misses that shot. What a shame. Here comes UDES. Shoot's just been taken out. DG takes down the UDES with a single shot, which is great. So it is 1v2, sorry. So DG against artillery and that remaining FV. He's done 2,500 damage. He's only blocked 900, which is not much for a tank like this. His problem is that FV has shown that he's very good at spotting. The Liberté's moaning, saying, "Told you, no chance." Bar bar bar. Well, let's see. Let the guy play. You never know. You might actually win. You know. Always pisses me off. We get in a game and immediately people are saying, "Oh, no chance, no chance." And I'm not one of these airy fairy tree huggers, but I do think the more negative you are about at the start of a game, the more oh, we got spotted there. If you're negative about the game and you're negative and get everyone else feeling negative, then you know what? Funny enough, things go negative. Whereas if you're a little bit more positive about it, funny enough, funny things happen, and actually you win games you weren't expecting to. So keep it to yourself. I think XVM's got a lot to answer for. I'm not so worried about this thing about focusing fire on the stat warriors and on the very bad players. I think that's just a byproduct of it, but it does annoy me the fact people give up. Used to get XVM where it told you what statistical chance of a win was at the beginning of the game before you'd even started. So just working on the basic stats of all the players involved, it would say you've got a 5% chance, 20%, 90% chance, and a number of times people just gave up because of that, and it was frustrating. I'd even have people drowning themselves just because they wanted to get on to the next game because they thought they had no chance. But I'm sure you guys have, but I've certainly won games that were supposedly no chance at all. When they used to do XVM, I used to have it so at the end of the game, so once the game had finished it would tell me what the percentage chance had been in that game. And sometimes you'd win I've won 13%ers, I've won 10%ers regularly. So because the stats only worked out what your overall stats are, not how good you were in that specific tank. And everybody has a good day, everyone's a bad day. So some days you look at the stats and you think, those teams look really, really good, the enemy team looks good, but you still win it. And also things like it didn't take account of tiering. Okay, so I've fluffed a lot while DG was having a little toilet break, as the Liberté was amusingly saying in the chat. Don't know whether you could see that, but he was saying, "Oh, what toilet break?" And it did look like that because his arse was up in the air on that rock. Looked like some sort of dog Now he's got a problem here, because the moment he spots that FV, the artillery is going to be all over him like a rash. Now, where is he? Hasn't been spotted yet, because he's got sixth sense, so looks like it's almost... Ah, there he is. He's through there. Okay. There's the RT first shell. He's going straight through the building. That's the way to do it. He can't fire through the building. And he gets the beautiful shell on the FV. And the RT's over there too. Oh my word. RT has followed up. Can he get a shell on that RT? Just about reloaded. Only needs to splash probably. Such as the damage potential of this thing. Come on, stick your head out again. Is he he can't be reloading. He must be loading. Oh yeah, there we go. Another shell. Very little damage, but this is an exchange that DG can cope with. Apart from the fact his crew keep getting stunned. Can take probably 2 more hits from the artillery. 59 seconds, 58 seconds, 56 seconds of this game left. This is going to be very, very tight. Has the artillery run away now? No, he's on his right. Drop back, drop. Oh, trouble is, if he fires, it's going to be the last shell he has, probably. Because he's got a 20-second reload. Oh my word, this is tense. 30 seconds left. 30 seconds. You've got to go for it, DG. You've got to go for it. You've got to take that shot. Even if it means taking that shot. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. 18 seconds, 17 seconds, 15. His team are still in chat saying, go, 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 15. Oh, no, 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 no. And he's quite right. And he's missed. He's missed his shot. Now, DG, you've got a chance. Get the gun down. 1 second. Oh, no. Oh! 0 seconds. Did he win? Did he win? Somehow he won. That was a victory. Second class, bruiser, fighter, and fire for effect. Wow, you could not get any tighter there in that game. 3,327 damage, 4 kills, 1,071 base XP. Shoot did 2,000 damage and got a kill for 721. DG fired 10 shots, he hit with 8. Did damage with 8 for that 3,000 damage. He took 8 hits himself, 5 of which penned, 3 didn't, and got 4 lots of splash. He was focused quite a lot by that artillery at various points. 48,000 credits, fired a lot of premium, naughty boy, but the shells are expensive anyway, so he made a loss of 10,600, and with bonuses and personal reserves running, he made 5,000 on his crew experience. So there you go. Who said derps aren't fun? They're always fun, and don't you ever forget that. Hope you enjoyed these games. If you did, please give them a like, and if you haven't already done so, subscribe to the channel, please. In the meantime, enjoy your games, have fun, try not to take it too seriously, and I will see you again soon. This is Gamer Dom, signing out.